Thanks, Nimesha. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, great. So I'm just going to try to keep this brief, but the overarching message and the underlying message here is really thank you for being here, for the folks that are watching on YouTube later and the folks that were here today as well earlier. This is really an idea that Jazz and I had together to just put these beautiful Chi 2020 papers all together in sessions, just like we have at Chi Topical, so we can really engage. And we were very happy that people really engage. I look at the chat and we had over hundreds of messages of people just trying to make sense of each other's work and riff off of each other's work. And that's really what we wanted to see. We had a lot of people registered for this and they really showed up. Almost 300 people registered from many places all over the world, which also makes us really happy. We centered this around 11 talks from Chi 2020, some DC talks, some like centered abstracts. For me and Jazz, things are kind of all the same. I know different people have different hierarchies of Chi, but for us, everything could be interesting. And we structured over 3 sessions that I think are topics that are all very invested with, and we all really like: smell, taste, and temperature. Just to give you some numbers, on the first session in the morning for the US, we had 152 people, 93 participants on the taste, and 78 on the oh sorry, this is still flipped. 93 on the temperature, and then on the taste, we had 78. The session we are in now. That's normal as kind of we kind of pivot off into a different time zone, and we have less folks awake. We have over 50 questions asked and answered over the forum, and be it live or sometimes by authors typing in, which we also really enjoyed. And if you can, still please continue on the side chat talking about the works and engaging with the works and exchanging all each other's emails and context. I think this went beautifully because we had 3 amazing session chairs. That was Emanuela, Roshan, and Nimesha, who we just heard in the last session. I want to also thank all the authors. Hopefully you can see them all here in this slide. And also the Q&A assistants, Zoom moderators that were kind of doing a lot of work in the background. This is kind of the stuff is hard to see, but the reason why we could see questions from YouTube onto this chat room is because folks were copying it over from YouTube to here and vice versa and so forth. So thank them as well. And I wanted to really give a special thanks to Jazz Brooks, my student Jazz, who really put this thing all together, like graphics and many other things. Just for context, Jazz has been on this Zoom room with me for 20 hours and 23 minutes, streaming onto YouTube as well. So that's been kind of a little bit of background work that sometimes is hard to see and recognize. So if you can join me thanking Jazz, that would be awesome. And to emphasize the very last and most important point, we didn't make this for, just having a look at these 11 talks, although that was really important for us because we think these are really cool Chi 2020 papers. But we really wanted to have discussions with authors, artists, and we had tons of people that were not from the HCI community, which made us very, very happy, and create new collaborations. So the 2 things that we hope that you start here is that we met someone, and we already saw in the chat people, let's do this work together. That makes us really happy. Please do that work together. Engage, discuss, send emails to each other, make art pieces, and maybe some Chi papers too. And if you think this is something that we should do, either at Chi 2021, hybrid obviously, meaning streaming and physical if possible, or just streaming, let us know as well. You can email me and Jazz at hci@chicago.edu, or just talk to everyone because we're sort of self-nominated organizers, but we don't have to be the ones doing this. We would love for something like this to happen. It can be with more modalities as well, but we clearly see something interesting here about these haptic modalities that are non-visual. Jazz, if you want to add something, feel free to, and then you can close it up.
Oh gosh, I didn't prepare anything. I guess just a quick comment, I think what's exciting about this is that there's not been very many opportunities to all gather around in this context. Oftentimes these papers are separated into a lot of different sessions when you look through the years. And it's nice having this kind of conversation like what we had just now, crossing over mukbangs with different devices with ways to actually create texture, taste, and sound. And I think that's what we have as an opportunity moving forward if we keep on doing this kind of big gatherings, however they take form. So like Pedro said, this has been incredibly exciting. And I at least have my fingers crossed that people email us, so please do.
Great, that's it. Thank you everyone for attending. I know this is all crazy time zones for everyone, but we are really happy that you were able to present your work and to hear each other's work and to ask questions and engage. Thank you so much. That's it for us.